Make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell if you want to get the videos as soon as they upload. YouTube, what up? Welcome back to another Pounds 978 custom video. Right now I want to talk to you guys about Symbiote Spider-Man, Symbiote Cyborg Spider-Man. This was from Symbiote Spider-Man Alien Reality Symbiote Swap variant cover. I don't think there's any pages where he's wearing the suit, it's only on the cover. But I thought it looked so cool, I wanted to turn it into a custom. I mean, I did have a few Cyborg Spider-Man, but luckily for me, I didn't have to use any of the bodies. I just took the head and the arm and the band from one figure. So that's all I needed, the head, the arm, and the leg band, and the rest of the body was from other figures. We'll get onto that in a second because it's more than one figure. In order to prevent a lot of paint rub, I decided to kind of like Frankenstein this together. I'm just going to show you the flaws ahead of time before you notice them. And this does not have a back emblem, mainly because there's no room unless I want to put them on the butterfly joints. And it's the same reason why I didn't do it for the Spider-Man 2020, even though it's kind of a different body. It's the superior octopus with the diaphragm joint, and this is the bullseye body with the ab crunch. It's just, there's just not enough room in the back. And I think that's probably a reason why Hasbro may be hesitant in giving us a Symbiote Spider-Man on one of these bodies. It's the only reason I can think of to not give us a symbiote on this body. Otherwise, it would look amazing. These guys look so much alike where I almost used the Spider-Man 2020 and made the Cyborg out of it. But I didn't want to waste the custom. I thought I might as well just keep 2020 to myself and remake this entirely because I wouldn't have to paint if I kind of creatively get all black parts. And that's what I kind of did. But again, we'll get into that in a second. But these guys look so much alike. I did want to give them different logos. But in comparison to the original Cyborg Spider-Man, you can see it's the same exact thing, just with the symbiote look. The bandana is red. The lens is more of a yellowish gold orange. I got more of an orange peachy kind of look. And the symbiote logo. I kind of based my symbiote logo off the Symbiote Spider-Man Alien Reality comic. It's not exact, but it's just close enough to make you feel like you know where it comes from. But in comparison again to the Cyborg Spider-Man, I think it's a good have. I think if Hasbro were to give us one of these, one, it would be super easy for them to do, and two, it would be great. But again, I don't know how important it is due to him only being on the cover and not on any panels. To be honest guys, I wouldn't even consider this a full custom. This is more of a quick mod. It does take some skill when it comes to painting the emblem, but I did put the tutorial up, so if you do want to learn, the tutorial is up now. So what you need first is the head and the left arm from Cyborg Spider-Man. You could even take the leg strap, of course you'll need it. And to take that, you'll need to heat them up with a hairdryer or hot water. I used a hairdryer, by the way. A lot of people kept asking me, so here it is. Then I took the right arm from the black Johnny Storm figure, so I don't have to paint or sand anything. And then the boots come from Superior Octopus. The body is a bullseye's body. And the kneecap is from a wrestling figure. I think it's Bret Hart's elbow pad. And I think that's pretty much it. Bullseye body, Cyborg arm and head, Human Torch arm, Superior Octopus boots, leg strap from Cyborg Spider-Man as well, and then the knee pad from Bret Hart WWE. That's the recipe. You guys should be able to build this. Again, watch the tutorial if you want to learn how to make the logo. But I got some head swaps for you. Let's just run by a couple different heads and see what looks best. This is the Crossbones MCU head. I think it looks cool because his eye is messed up in the same place where Spidey has the lens. So you could use this as a unmasked head. It may not work because of who the face is constructed off, but personally I think it'll work. The Human Torch head looks really cartoonish. I think this head would be great for a Flash Thompson or even a Ben Reilly. Speaking of Ben Reilly, here is Ben Reilly's blonde hair. It's a Peter Parker head just with blonde hair to turn it into Ben Reilly. All of these I think work great. I can't find my Peter Parker head, but I have one of those. And I also have the Peter Parker Black Eye head. I just can't find that either. It's in my bin. I didn't really want to dig through it just to pull it out. These heads should do. I got one more. A more rugged version of Peter Parker with the beard. The Cosmic Spider-Man unmasked head works great with this body because it's bigger and it belongs on a bigger body. So this head I think is probably one of the best. Someone inboxed me and asked me how do I clean my figures. The answer to that is really just a dust brush. Get one of those, dust the dust off. You shouldn't have to wash it. Never put soap on it because you're just going to take off the sealing and stuff like that. I do got some new gloves, by the way. What do you think? For articulation purposes, I'm going to run by it. Head goes up, head goes down, does spin to the left and right. Get a little attitude. Arms go up about that high, the left one less. Butterfly joints work really well. Just had to stand up a little bit in there. Ab crunch works great. Feel free to move that around. Waist swivel also works. You also get a thigh split, thigh swivel, double jointed knees. The knee pad doesn't really hinder anything. It's rubber. Ankle, pivot, and hinge. Anything you'd expect with articulation in a Marvel Legends figure, you can get with this one. So feel free to pose it around. Here are some customs in the most basic of poses. And you know what, I thought about it. I'm gonna start collecting some customs now. Anything on the Sunfire body or the Pizza Spider-Man body, I think I'm gonna keep. And if you guys want stuff for yourselves, I guess you can commission them. But I'm not gonna sell any more customs for 2021. I'm gonna try to hold off as many customs as I can. And by the end of the year, next year, 2021, December, I wanna showcase everything I saved and made. That was my original goal, to make 100 customs and show you them in one video. But I've never done that. So I think 2021 is gonna be the year I'm gonna save all my customs. You don't have to Frankenstein all the parts like I did. You could just take the Cyborg Spider-Man as is, take the belt off, and then sand the joints and then paint it. That would be easier, honestly. It would be harder because you have to do a lot more work, but less expensive, seeing you wouldn't have to waste 3 or 4 figures just to avoid paint rub. But shout out to my brother Gil at Black Hole Comics, because he said sometimes it's better to work smarter and not harder. And that is fact. If you can pull something off with less effort, but make it look as amazing, go for it. But you guys let me know what you think about this custom in the comment section below. Is this something you think Hasbro could give us? And if they did, would you buy it? Feel free to give a guy a thumb up if you like this video. If you want to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe, click the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.
But if you choose to subscribe, you the man. Yes, you. Everyone below in the comments, yes, you too. Thank you very much for showing me love. Who knew? It's ironic how we think out the box for you too, right?
Sing, 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 sing. Everybody.